Welcome, my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Behind the Veil, where we do free psychic readings to help you connect to your higher self regarding love, life, whatever needs to be told. So, I hope to do probably at least 5 good readings during this session. By the way, this is a weekly session. This is episode 3, but we're going to continue on. So just go ahead and quiet your mind. Just release the worry. Let's go ahead and begin. So I feel like I have someone's energy here right now, where I feel like you're feeling really unbalanced. I feel like you're in a situation where you tend to give and give and give, and I don't feel like you're receiving nearly what it is that you give. I feel that's what's unbalanced right now. It can relate to your money. It can relate to what I feel is your talent anyway. But again, there's someone who I just feel like you're giving to who doesn't feel like they deserve your time any longer. I do feel like it has to be up to you. They could be an earth sign, someone who has a tendency to kind of either hold back their communication. I don't feel like things get better. I'm sorry to say that, but I feel this energy has gotten to the point where it almost feels like it's too much for you. And I feel like your best course of action is to end this situation. Again, don't put the blame on yourself, because I feel like you gave and gave and gave, and someone else just took and didn't have the decency to even, I don't know, I feel like try to give back. So it has to be up to you, but I feel like your spirit guides want you to consider to let this energy go. Remember, we're in a universal year 9, that final push to letting go of what's no longer serving you. Okay, let's go ahead and disconnect from that. And let's begin another reading. All right, I feel that someone, I feel like out of the blue, you have this energy coming toward you. And it feels like, it's interesting because I feel like in a way I'm between a rock and a hard place. I feel like there's certain energy that I would love to go after. There's certain energy that really is holding my focus to it. But then I feel there's also this other energy of maybe just being fearful to take that position. I feel like the best thing you can do here is to trust your intuition, because again, I feel like there's this new energy that's coming towards you that does feel very passionate. And I feel like you may have even had a hand in helping to manifest this energy. But then I do feel like you're worried, over like what's it going to be like, this or that. I feel like that's what you got to try to let go of, and just allow what's coming towards you to unfold naturally. Again, it could be someone's even coming towards you who's kind of like sweeping you off your feet. But I feel like you had a lot to do with like manifesting it. Now, we just got to find a way to let go of that worry so that what wants to be can be. Again, it feels very good, feels passionate. Everything feels like she should move forward. And I do feel like you helped manifest this anyways. So, let go of that worry. All right, let's go ahead and close that reading. And And let's go ahead and begin a new one. All right. So I feel like someone is thinking about a new beginning. I feel like I feel like part of what you're thinking about is potentially building a business, like doing something that you're passionate about. But I feel like it has a lot to do with your wisdom also. It is your past experiences that I feel has taught you. But it's not about taking the hardships of the past with you. No, just the wisdom. So I feel like you're about to step on this new path. But will you? Will you allow yourself? Because I feel like that's what you're questioning right now. Like, should I or shouldn't I? Well, I feel like follow your passion. You can't go wrong. Follow your passion. And I feel like you're ready. This does feel like a spiritual journey, to be honest. Like I'm doing something of a spiritual nature. And maybe I just wanted to know if I'm on the right path. Again, I feel like the wisdom that you already possess. And it is lifetimes of wisdom, but really the experiences that you had in this lifetime. Again, it's the energy of not overthinking it, like simply asking yourself, is this something that would make me happy? Could potentially be good for me? I feel like the answer is yes, but it ultimately has to be up to you. I also feel like the energy that you're leaving, it feels time to leave anyway. So it's like you're reclaiming yourself and you're beginning down this new path, or a new path is opening for you, and all you merely need to do is step upon it. It does feel like, again, it's got a lot of your desires, your passions, bringing yourself to the forefront again, and not forgetting that you do possess the wisdom of many lifetimes, but especially of this lifetime. So I feel like, really what you're asking is this okay? Is this the right path for me? And I feel like simply ask yourself, does it stir your passion? Does it feel like, am I excited about it? And I feel like the answer is yes, follow that. Okay, let's go ahead and close that message. All right, so I feel like someone just went through something very difficult. Feels like something happened to you that potentially was outside of your control. Yet, I want to say in the same breath, I feel that this situation that does seem to maybe abruptly end, or did abruptly end, I feel like the energy surrounding it, even though it abruptly ended, I feel like it feels like, but it really wanted to end way before when it actually ended, if that makes sense. So I feel like it's like a chapter that I keep opening, or I keep open even though I know it wants to close, to the point where it almost feels like the universe kind of closes that chapter for you. Now here's the thing. What follows really is quite beautiful. What follows is what feels like was always meant to find you anyway, but it wasn't going to find you until your energy was right, until you knew and understand that you deserve what's coming towards you. I feel like this is life-changing. Kind of feels like a blessing after the lesson. So I feel like the lesson was energy that I stayed in longer than I probably should have. And I feel like if someone else didn't abruptly end that, then the universe did. But it really is to get you in place for something new. So what I want to say is I definitely feel there's a change here after a period of time where there really has not been much change in your life. And I feel like now things are starting to change. So again, whether I asked for it, and I kind of feel like I didn't, but in the same breath, I feel like the universe has your back here because this is about ushering in what's next. It is a new chapter, and I feel like whatever's coming in is something that potentially will last for the rest of your life. I feel like on an emotional level, so it could be love. But I also feel like opportunities to do things in your life that maybe you have previously put off. So it kind of feels twofold here. I feel like some of it is like for you to do something in your world that you've been wanting to do. But also I feel like kind of feels like a new love. The playfulness of a new love. Yet all of it feels guided at the same time. Okay, let's go ahead and close that message. And let's go ahead and open up a second message. Wow. I feel like someone is about to have an offer. I feel like someone has become single. And I don't feel like it's you. I feel like it's the other person. Someone else has become single, so you must know who this person is. Because I do feel like there was a period of time when you were attracted to this person. But I do feel like they then went and got in a relationship. But I feel like now they're single. And it feels to me like they're coming towards you. I feel like you carry very stable type energy. And that feels important to them. I mean, that's not the only reason. But I do feel that, like, your energy feels pretty stable. I feel like at one time, let's just say who they ended up giving the majority of their time to, I feel like pretty quickly they found that there wasn't a lot of substance behind it. So I may have fell in love with someone, but it didn't take me long to realize that, well, it feels to me honestly like there was some type of situation this person carries within them that they saw it through the other person, so they had that realization. And I like that because that means they cleared that energy. And so I feel like they freed themselves. And I feel you were also single. So I feel like there's going to be communication coming your way. And I don't feel like you're going to, like, you can plan for this. I don't feel like you're going to even know this. I feel like it's going to come out of the blue. And I feel like this is the type of energy where, yes, you are going to have to take a chance if you so want to. Um, and again, it could be someone that you were with, but for whatever reason, let's just say something broke the two of you apart. Then I feel like, and then as this person moved forward, they ended up marrying again someone that very quickly they realized was for the wrong reason, let's just say. But there's something about you. You know, yes, you feel stable, but you also feel playful. I feel like you have an adventurous soul. And this is the things that they remember about you. Um, and if you know who I'm talking about, I don't feel like we always have to wait for them to reach out. So if you feel comfortable, it could be even you reaching out. But I feel like either way, someone's going to reach out. I feel like we may have a new love story beginning. All right, let's go ahead and close that message. All right. So I feel like I have someone who's been kind of like in an emotional mess for a while. You know, like emotional turmoil. Um, it kind of feels like you may be in a, let's just say, a relationship or a marriage where I don't feel you're happy. Um, and I'm certainly not telling you what to do, but I am feeling that there are the cutting of the ties. Because I don't feel you feel balanced. I don't feel you're emotionally happy. And I don't even feel like this is talking about, okay, you know, what love comes next. I feel like what you're really seeking is just to be alone, like to live alone, to enjoy your life in the way you see it. I feel like there's certain interests that you want to learn about that maybe this partner was completely different, almost like you're in a spiritual path and they're on this material path, like you're just going two different directions. So it's not that I'm even looking for love, it's more I'm looking for love of my life again. I'm looking for that inner harmony, but I'm also very, very open to learning and growing. And I feel like what that does, because in a way you are sending signals to the universe that you're open, right? That you're open. You're open to receiving. But not that I feel like you're putting any certain expectations out there. It's just that because it feels like you are reclaiming you. It just feels like, I don't know, I feel like a wish is also going to come true. Well, I should say wishes because number one, I feel like you're being guided towards knowledge. And it does feel like spiritual knowledge. But it's really meant to build your world in however you see fit. So that's first and foremost, right? You being happy with you and your life and power within it, that feels important. You being balanced, that feels important. And then I feel like the wishes, the dreams, they're going to find you. They're going to find you. And I feel like it's all part of your destiny anyway. Like, this has all been part of your destiny anyway. You know, I often feel like with karmic lessons, sometimes as karmic lessons, we think too hard about them. It's simply like learning what it is we know we don't want anymore. This person definitely understands on an emotional level what it is they no longer want in their life. And I feel like I'm happy being on my own. And then if whatever shows, because I feel like I'm living my destiny. And because I feel like I'm living my destiny, then I trust that what's on my wheel, what's part of my destiny, will find me. And it does. And it does. So I really like the way you're thinking. All right, I'm going to close that, and I think we'll do one more. All right. So I feel like someone is dealing right now with a lot of drama. And I feel like there's an opportunity here for you to have this rebirth in your life. But this drama does seem to hold you back. Now, why would it hold you back? I feel like you got to be careful that this drama doesn't pull you into it. This could be friends, people that you know. Again, I want to remind you that Universal Year 9, like if this is like drama-filled energy, drama-filled people who it's just constant, then you do want to make that decision, like how are they benefiting my life? But I feel the main thing it's saying here is don't allow yourself to get pulled down into the drama, because I also feel changes are on the horizon for you. And I feel like there are signs that are being sent to you that are going to help guide you. And I definitely feel that they're guiding you. Well, I feel like this guidance, it feels like a change of energy. So as I'm no longer pulled into that drama, I feel like I'm free to see and hear my guidance. And because I'm free to see and hear my guidance, and I feel like because you are putting your seeds of intention out into the universe, right, that doesn't include that drama. Almost like you're asking for this new beginning, and it's being heard and it's being answered. I feel like, let's just say it's like family or something. I don't know. I feel like there is a need to disconnect. Because I feel like it is a block. It is a block. But it feels like a block that you can see and then end. Because what that does is it really allows this rebirth that I feel it wants to take place in your life to take place. And again, I feel like I don't know if I even want to put, I feel like whatever your seeds of intention are. So it's like disconnecting from that drama, putting those seeds of intention out there, like the law of attraction, and then being open to what the universe supplies. I feel like you'll be very surprised. But again, I gotta know when to close the door to just what is blocking my abundance. I feel like we are talking abundance, by the way, here. And I feel like one of them may be love. And it may be a great love. But again, it feels like one energy just doesn't fit with the other. So, do I close that door? At least don't allow myself to get pulled into it. And then think about what you're thinking about. Because your intentions are really 9/10 of the law here. Those intentions you put out in the universe are what's going to come back to you. And I feel like once I disconnect from the drama, then I'm in a much lighter type energy, and therefore what comes towards me will be of the same. Alright guys, I'm going to let that be. Thank you as always. This will be a weekly occurrence. I'm still not exactly sure how often I'm going to do it. I'm doing it as a podcast, but I also have it as a video on my YouTube channel. So I thank everyone for stopping in. I hope that the message resonated with you today. If not, check back. I'm sure one of the readings you'll be included. So I love you guys. I thank you. I'll see you next time beyond the veil. Bye bye.